No one expected the stadium to fall into absolute silence, not in the bottom of the ninth, not with Mexico leading, and definitely not with Japan down to their final breaths. But silence has a strange way of appearing right before history decides to reveal itself. For a moment, it felt as if every heartbeat in the stadium synchronized into one trembling rhythm, echoing across thousands of anxious fans. Something was coming. Something no one was ready for. Japan's dugout wasn't loud. It wasn't chaotic. It was focused, eyes narrowed, jaws clenched, shoulders trembling with the weight of a nation. Every player felt the same truth. This was not supposed to end like this. Mexico's pitcher stood tall, a warrior ready to deliver the final blow. He had dominated all night. His fastball was ruthless, his off-speed pitches cruel. Japan had been suffocated for 8 long innings, unable to breathe, unable to break free. But baseball has a strange sense of justice. It waits. It watches. And then, in a single heartbeat, it flips the entire world upside down. The first crack of the bat wasn't loud. It wasn't heroic. It was just enough, a quiet single that slipped between short and third, a breath of life so delicate that even the most hopeful fan didn't dare believe what it could become. Yet the Japanese bench erupted, not wildly, but with a spark. A flicker. A rebirth. As the runner stood safely at first, you could feel the tension shift. Mexico didn't show it, but they felt it too. The pitcher glanced toward the dugout. His catcher signaled calm, but the tremor was already there. The next pitch came in fast, too fast. Japan's batter didn't hesitate. He swung as if the fate of the universe depended on that single motion. And when the ball screamed down the right field line, the stadium burst into an explosion of disbelief. Runners advanced. Energy surged. Fear evaporated. Suddenly, Japan wasn't dying. Japan was rising. In the Mexican dugout, gloves tightened. Voices dropped. The once unstoppable momentum began slipping through their fingers like dry sand in a storm. But the real moment, the one fans will tell their grandchildren about, came with the next hitter. A man known for grace, strength, and a silence that intimidates opponents before he ever swings. He stepped up to the plate as if walking into destiny, not danger. The pitcher stared him down. The crowd held its breath. And the universe waited. First pitch, ball. Second pitch, fouled away. Third pitch, a curveball that nearly kissed the dirt. The batter didn't move. His eyes were locked onto something deeper, something beyond the game, beyond the moment. Nobody knew it then, but the story was already being written. The fourth pitch came like a meteor, fast, heavy, unforgiving. And then, the bat met the ball with a sound that didn't echo, it thundered. The stadium didn't cheer. It detonated. Fans leapt to their feet not because of the hit, but because of what it meant. Japan's runner turned second. The dugout emptied toward the railing. Mexico's outfielders sprinted desperately into the gap, but the ball soared beyond their reach and crashed against the wall like fate announcing itself to the world. The tying run scored. But the winning run. Oh, the winning run was a thing of beauty. A sprint born from pure desire, from months of training, from years of dreams, from the weight of a nation believing in a miracle. He rounded third with fire in his legs and thunder in his chest. The Japanese coaches waved him home with arms wide, as if embracing destiny itself. Mexico's relay throw came in hot, perfect, sharp, desperate. But destiny runs faster than the fastest arm. The slide into home was a painting, dirt exploding, limbs stretching, hearts stopping. The catcher lunged. The tag came down. But the hand, oh, that miraculous hand, touched home just a breath, a heartbeat, a whisper before the glove arrived. Safe. The umpire didn't scream it. He announced it like a spark igniting a volcano. Japan's dugout erupted into a storm of bodies, joy, disbelief, tears, fists raised toward the sky. The stadium roared so loud that even the night itself seemed to tremble. Mexico collapsed in heartbreak, not because they failed, but because baseball can be cruel even to the bravest warriors. As the crowd continued roaring, the Japanese players piled on top of the hero who crossed home plate, burying him in a mountain of emotion, a celebration that felt less like victory and more like resurrection. This wasn't just a win. It was a statement, a promise, a reminder that no matter how dark the game becomes, no matter how impossible the scoreboard looks, no matter how late the hour is, Japan does not quit. When all seemed lost, they found a way. When the story looked finished, they wrote a new chapter. When the world counted them out, they delivered a moment so unforgettable that it will echo through generations. As the lights dimmed and the players slowly walked off the field, one truth lingered in the air. Great teams win games. Legendary teams create moments. And tonight, Japan created a moment that will live forever.